Hi everyone, it's Mindy from MommyMouseClubhouse.com, and today I am sharing with you my better than Costco pumpkin pie. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Costco pumpkin pie, and you can't beat the price, but this pumpkin pie totally takes the cake, or pie. It's so rich and creamy, you might not be able to stop at one slice. When I make this pie for the holidays, I use my homemade butter pie crust, which will be linked in the description, but feel free to use pre-made pie crust as well. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any recipes. Let's get started! Here are the ingredients you'll need to make this pie. 3 egg yolks, 1 large egg, 1 cup of heavy cream, 1/2 cup of half and half, 1 can of pumpkin puree, 3/4 a cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon cinnamon, 1 teaspoon ground ginger, 1/2 teaspoon nutmeg, 1/8 teaspoon ground cloves, and 1/2 teaspoon salt. Begin by adding the pumpkin puree, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and cloves to a saucepan and heat it over medium heat. This allows the spices and the pumpkin puree to blend together and enhances the flavor. Once the mixture is heated through, remove the pan from the heat and allow it to cool. Lightly grease a 9-inch pie pan. I used a little bit of vegetable oil and spread it with a brush. Next, spread the pie crust over the pie pan, then use a pair of kitchen scissors to trim the ends if necessary. As I mentioned earlier, my amazing butter pie crust recipe will be linked in the description below. But if you are short on time, you can always buy pre-made pie crust in the refrigerated section of your grocery store. Once you have trimmed the pie crust, use a fork to poke the crust, which will help prevent bubbling. To further prevent bubbling, place a sheet of parchment paper over the bottom of the pie crust and top it with pie weights or dried beans before baking. Bake the pie crust at 375 degrees for 10 minutes, then remove the pie weights and bake for another 5 minutes. If you want to add a little bit of decoration to your pie, you can use a cookie cutter to cut cute shapes out of a second pie crust. Then add them around the edge of the pie. I like to do this because it hides any imperfections and makes the pie look cute. Now it's time to make the pumpkin pie filling. Add the egg yolks, egg, heavy cream, and half and half to a medium-sized mixing bowl. Whisk them together. Next, add the cooled pumpkin and spice mixture, sugar, vanilla extract, and salt, mixing together in between each addition. Pour the pumpkin pie filling into the partially baked crust. Bake the pie at 375 degrees for a total of 50 minutes. I like to put foil or a pie shield around the edges of the pie for the last 10 or 15 minutes of baking to keep the crust from over-browning. When the pie is finished baking, remove it from the oven and allow it to cool on a cooling rack. Then cover with foil and refrigerate for at least 3 hours, but overnight is best. Then you can cut the pie and top it with whipped cream before serving. I hope you like this pumpkin pie recipe. It drives my kids crazy whenever I make it because they can't wait to eat it. The full recipe and ingredients are listed in the description below, as well as my pie crust. Make sure to check out MommyMouseClubhouse.com for more recipes. Also hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.